if you're that guy and you just came off a draw, I think rematching will be the most competitive thing to do as an athlete. With the Jake Paul situation, is like, it's a money grab fight.
Davis was in a bit of a hole, and he gets an opportunity to fight Jake Paul for $200 million or whatever. I don't mind it at all. As long as Gervonta Davis comes back to the world of boxing after he gets done with this, hey man, you got your money, no worries.
The clash between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis is drawing near, and both fighters are leaving nothing behind in training. Jake focuses on building strength and size, while Tank sharpens his lightning speed and explosive power. Their camps stay locked in, intensity rises daily, and fans eagerly follow every step toward this highly anticipated showdown.
Don't get it. Yeah. This Santa Cruz out here to get you. You can't let it burn, baby. Let it burn. Mind over matter, son. Mind over matter.
This is the blues on.
Ain't nobody doing no shit like this. Come in the desert. Trying to stay away from the desert. He come in the desert.
Shakur Stevenson recently shared his thoughts on the growing trend of unusual boxing matchups. He explained that while fights such as Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis attract attention, they do little to add real value to the sport. In contrast, Stevenson believes a potential matchup like Floyd Mayweather against Mike Tyson holds a different kind of significance. Both Mayweather and Tyson are legendary fighters who have already secured their place in boxing history. If they choose to return to the ring for financial reasons, Stevenson feels it should not be viewed as damaging. Instead, he sees those events as nostalgic moments that celebrate boxing's past without diminishing its legacy.
Paul to beat Gervonta Davis. This is not a fight that I'm excited for at all. I would rather have Gervonta Davis fighting in a real boxing match against the likes of Lamont Roach, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Emmanuel Navarrete, anybody that is in the 135-pound division and around. That's who I want to see Gervonta Davis fight. However, we live in a world where everybody is trying to do things as big as possible, and the biggest fights possible right now, unfortunately for the sport of boxing, is an exhibition fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. So, I do like it for this reason, though. I like it because it is allowing Gervonta Davis to have a fight that is going to be big and that the mainstream media is going to have to cover, the mainstream media outside the world of boxing. Gervonta Davis has been, without a doubt, blocked, having venues blocked, having fighters, having other promoters paying fighters away to go different directions from Gervonta Davis. So Gervonta Davis was in a bit of a hole, and he gets an opportunity to fight Jake Paul for $200 million or whatever. I don't mind it at all. As long as Gervonta Davis comes back to the world of boxing after he gets done with this, hey man, you got your money, no worries. But you gotta love Dana White having the audacity to pick Jake Paul in this fight.
Former UFC President Dana White didn't hold back when asked about the proposed fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. White admitted that excitement for the matchup was limited, saying most fans weren't truly eager to see it. Still, he pointed out that the fight could actually benefit Davis at a crucial time. The boxer has been dealing with public scrutiny and personal challenges outside the ring, which slowed his momentum. According to White, Paul seized the moment by offering Davis a financial opportunity during this vulnerable stretch. While many mocked the idea of the bout, White argued it could provide Davis with both exposure and a much-needed payday. What shocked fans most, however, was White's bold claim that Jake Paul might realistically beat Davis. His reasoning had little to do with skill. Instead, White highlighted Paul's natural size, strength, and reach. Davis, though explosive, is much smaller and used to fighting lighter opponents. For White, this fight would not come down to who is the sharper boxer but whether Davis could withstand Paul's sheer physical advantages.
I mean, I feel like in Floyd and Tyson's situation is different than Jake Paul and Buddy. I feel like with Floyd and Tyson, it's like, okay, y'all deserve it. Y'all legends, y'all paid homage, y'all did the most for the sport of boxing already. So you deserve a big payday and be cool. I'm cool with it. I like it. But with Jake and Buddy, I feel like Buddy is a participate in the sport of boxing right now, and he just came off a draw his last fight. So if you're a real champion and top level guy that you say you are, which I think you are too, I think you're the truth. But if you're that guy and you just came off a draw, I think rematching will be the most competitive thing to do as an athlete. With the Jake Paul situation, it's like, it's a money grab fight. So to me, it's like some WWE shit.
Do you think it choke out? Like, I mean, okay, so he gets this fight with Jake. His value goes up.
No, it doesn't.
You don't? It don't?
Not in the sport of boxing.
You don't
I
think
mean,
he
it may.
the demand more because he's, you know, because when we looked at the was a Floyd and
Just hypothetical. You know, we speak hypotheticals at time, right? You go in there and that big ass nigga knock him the fuck out. I'm just saying hypothetical. Go in there and knock Tank the fuck out.
that big ass nigga being Jake Paul.
Yes.
Okay, just
Knock him the fuck out. Because he's bigger than him.
Yeah.
For one. By chance, it is a fight.
I think the thing is with Buddy and Jake fight, I feel like it's two sides of me with it. Cause from a competitive aspect and me being the mentality that I got, I feel as though I probably would have done a rematch.
Yeah.
But then from a business aspect, if I would have done the rematch and I did not win the fight, the Jake Paul fight will be a lot less money and a lot less lucrative. So,
You think so?
from a business aspect, I understand that anybody that with a business mind probably would have took that fight for as much money as it was. So I'm a realist. Like, I ain't gonna just bash, bro.
No.
UFC former world champion Paulie Malignaggi recently gave a candid opinion on the possibility of Terence Crawford facing Jake Paul in the ring. Malignaggi praised Crawford as one of the most skilled fighters of this generation, calling his technique, ring IQ, and adaptability among the best in modern boxing. However, he cautioned that even the sharpest skills have limits when size and strength become overwhelming factors. He explained that boxing history has countless examples of smaller champions struggling after moving too far up in weight. According to Malignaggi, Jake Paul's natural frame, combined with his raw punching power, could pose real danger for Crawford, no matter how polished his abilities are. The concern, he stressed, isn't about Crawford's talent but about the physical realities of the sport. Malignaggi warned that even a fighter as versatile and brilliant as Crawford would be taking a huge risk against someone who outweighs him so heavily.
35 pounds. Jake Paul is over 50 pounds heavier than Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's nearly a foot taller than Gervonta Tank Davis. So no sanction body wants to, and no commission wants to, should I say, I keep saying sanction body, no commission wants to sanction it. They don't want to be a part of it, as I told you guys. So they announced that the fight was going to take place November 14th in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena where the Atlanta Hawks play. And the Georgia Athletic Commission, he came out and he made a serious statement. And he let the world know that they falsely advertised this fight, okay? Because no commission won't sanction it to be a real boxing match, let alone they're not even interested in allowing it to be an exhibition. Okay? They don't even want it to be, they don't even want to be responsible for an exhibition of this magnitude, right? So he comes out and he says, the commission, the head of the Georgia Commission, he comes out and he says, quote, I believe it's in the public's interest to know because they've been promoting something they should not have been promoting. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's a money grabber, and I'm not okay with that. So they telling him it's just for the money.
Analysts revealed that organizers of the much-hyped fight were forced to make an unexpected change after the original venue declined to host. According to reports, local officials dismissed the event as more of a circus attraction than a true sporting contest, ultimately refusing to give their approval. The decision shocked many observers, as the first location had been viewed as perfect for drawing a massive crowd and generating huge revenue. Rather than delay or cancel, promoters immediately scrambled behind the scenes. They pushed to secure a new arena that would embrace the spectacle rather than reject it. Within just a few days, an alternative venue was confirmed, ensuring the fight would move forward as planned. Still, the sudden switch added fuel to critics' arguments. Detractors claimed that if such a prestigious arena refused to host, it raised serious questions about the legitimacy of the matchup itself. To them, the fight seemed less about competition and more about money and showmanship. The relocation quickly became a headline of its own, with fans and analysts debating whether these crossover bouts truly belong in boxing or simply weaken the sport's credibility. The venue change, in the end, became as talked about as the fight itself.